they weren't there in the early development, it would have been a much harder push.
We would have had to look high and low, I think, for another kind of financial backer.
Laying off staff or dropping programs if it wasn't for the support of the Jubilee Foundation.
We would be without a home.
Well, the Jubilee Fund is a faith-based organization that was started 10 years ago, or 13 years ago, I'm behind my time. And we are here to help people by guaranteeing loans for enterprises that are really social, community-based, and help people.
Jubilee Fund came on right away when we started at Diversity Food Services, and they came on initially with a low-interest loan. And as we all know, loans are hard to get. Loans are hard to get in the food service industry, so they've been a partner right from the start.
The Jubilee Fund plays a very important role for Nietzsche. They were involved with our organization early, and they really helped to provide some critical funding that is backed and allows us to work with creditors and other partner groups like governments, and it allows us to secure funding that we would not normally be able to secure.
Sizable loans at low interest have allowed us to, follow all of the paths that we're trying to explore, including employing urban core community members, employing new Canadians, employing Aboriginal and Métis people.
When you look at Nietzsche Foods opening up in March of 2013, we are now at nearly 50 full-time and part-time employees, and those were all jobs that weren't here prior to March.
We like to think that we're helping the community out by making all of these enterprises possible. And so it's hard to say where the community would be without us, but we can almost guarantee that they would not be there in many instances.
We needed a new location, and we had been searching for such a long time, and we were sort of at the end of our ropes, and we needed the Jubilee Fund to step forward and help support us to achieving us to have a new home.
We approached the Jubilee Foundation for some bridge funding until the federal government had the ability to inform us of the funding and to get funds to us.
When we had heard about the Jubilee Fund, I had phoned Rita, and she sort of walked us through what we needed to do in that, and I still wasn't sure if we were going to get it in the end. So until we got that final confirmation that they were able to come through for us, it was very hectic and very stressful, not only for myself, the families, the children, and the staff. Like, where were we going to go if this was going to fall through?
We're doing cultural-based programs for Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal youth. We're doing nutrition, so they learn how to not only prepare food, but how to shop for food. And we do job training for people entering the job market.
The Jubilee Fund has underwritten a loan for us, and what that helped us do was to be able to continue operating and to expand and to increase our workforce. We hire from the inner city, so the north end and the inner city, and we hire people who have faced barriers to employment. So that might be people who have been involved with the justice system, new Canadians, people who have been deemed sort of unemployable. We employ them. And with the help of the Jubilee Fund, we were able to sort of continue doing that.
We have guaranteed loans in excess of $2 million in the last 13 years we've been in business, and that we are estimating that that has leveraged over $22 million worth of capital investment in Winnipeg primarily.
We continue to grow as we expand our store. We're going to start to see more employment, and my goal in the end is to see somewhere between 60 to 75 full and part-time employees here at Nietzsche.
It gives the families in the neighborhood a sense of the space is being well used, and it's serving a purpose of the community that was, not meeting the needs of daycare in this area.
We've helped probably over 60 kids in the last 2 years with a hand up and help them become better residents of Elmwood and better Winnipeggers.
We're creating a more holistic and a more inclusive community to folks that maybe were feeling alienated before.
I feel that we're very solid in this community and we're a positive effect on the community.
The impact has been nothing short of remarkable, I think.
Jubilee Fund is at the core of that. It's the rock that hits the pond that makes the ripple that connects us.